Hey guys, it's Aiko with Shua Girl. So this is I'm sorry, I keep saying week because that's the word I use for my group course. So this is day 7 of my 17-day Facebook challenge where I answer questions that are pronunciation related. So thank you very much for attending live. And if you are watching this as a replay, thank you very much. If you don't have a Facebook account, don't worry. I'm gonna download it into my YouTube channel, Shua Girl, later, so you can check it out over there. Alright, so thank you very much. So today I'm gonna answer 2 questions. And the first question, this is from someone who wants to start teaching pronunciation. And I'm really happy to know that there are so many people who want to teach pronunciation. So that's actually my mission to make more pronunciation coaches, because I myself had a hard time with my Japanese accent when I came to the US, and I didn't know that there is a field called accent reduction until my 6th year in the US. And if I knew that, I would have taken accent reduction lessons a long time ago, right? But I didn't, because I didn't know about accent reduction field, right? So, it's my mission to let people know that, anyone can improve their pronunciation at any age, at any level. And also at the same time, you can teach pronunciation too. You just need like some kind of training, like listening, like ear training. But definitely, if you want to become a pronunciation coach, I highly recommend that you start now, because we need more pronunciation coaches, right? So first question, so I would like to become a pronunciation coach. Would you tell me about your coach training course? So I have a coach training course for people, specifically Japanese people who are English coaches already, who want to start teaching pronunciation. Yes, so I have a course for that, and that's for 9 weeks. But you're gonna have to take my basic course first, which is 12-week long. So total, it's going to be 5 months plus 1 week. That's my program for people who want to start teaching pronunciation. And so what you're gonna learn, right? What you're gonna learn in the 9-week portion, it comes much later, and I go through so many like very high level stuff. For example, you're gonna do some transcription. Transcription is you learn how to write IPA first. IPA is International Phonetic Alphabets. So it's not just a regular dictionary pronunciation symbols, but it's IPA. So it's like, there are certain rules to write IPA, right? And then, so you learn IPA first, and then you're gonna do transcription practice. And transcription is where you phonetically, like, write down IPA depending on the sound. So for example, when you take a look at your dictionary and then see a word, for example, ant, A-U-N-T, my pronunciation is California pronunciation, so it's ant in California, but someone from New York might say aunt. So there are like some variations in pronunciation in any words, right? So when you do transcription, when you transcribe some words into IPA, it's not gonna be just one version. It's gonna be like a multiple versions. So when you write down, you're gonna think, okay, so AUNT can be ant or aunt. But sometimes people don't pronounce T at the end. Aunt, or aunt, right? So T kind of like disappears at the end. So you can think of maybe 4 patterns to transcribe the word ant, right? So you write down with IPA, 4 different versions. So you will learn to be flexible because different people have different accents and different people have very different pronunciation. So, you will be trained to be flexible and you'll learn IPA. And then later, after you practice transcription, later you're gonna listen to some audio and then transcribe the person's pronunciation into IPA. It's really, really fun. So you will learn about that, and then it's not just the symbols, but you will learn about diacritics. What's diacritics, right? It's just jargon. It's like a difficult term, but diacritics actually give you a little more details than just symbols. So diacritics can be just like dot, dot at the top, or little dot on the bottom, or like little thing, or like small h or a small t. It shows more details in each pronunciation symbols. So that way you'll be able to transcribe someone's pronunciation in details. So that's something that I teach, and it's really, really fun. It's just so complicated, but I love it. So I love teaching them to my clients. And then after you go through all that, you have like a good solid knowledge of phonetics after this. So I want you to go through that, because then when your clients ask you questions, you'll be able to answer. You'll be ready to answer questions, difficult questions. And then later, you're going to actually work with your client, giving pronunciation lessons. And then you're going to record the session, and then we'll analyze how your client did well, how you can improve as a pronunciation coach. So I give you feedback. So so then it's good that I listen to your recording, the session recording, and then I will tell you, hey, maybe you can do it this way, or maybe you can teach it this way, so that your client will get it. Is that you have like really you will have a lot of feedback from me, because at the beginning you're not sure if your lessons are effective to your clients, but through this process you will gain your confidence. Anyone can be a great pronunciation coach. You just need a really good feedback from someone who knows about pronunciation. So that's what I want to do. I want to because I want to have more pronunciation coaches that can teach English pronunciation to Japanese people, because I had a hard time in the US. So I'm really happy to share any of my knowledge and experience with you through this process. And then so through this you will learn about vowels, vowel variations, and why the spelling is so different from the pronunciation. I will explain everything. So you will learn phonetics, phonology, not the whole thing, no, because I'm not covering all the stuff that I learned at a university when I was majoring in linguistics, because to teach pronunciation you need certain skills, right? So I'm just focusing on the aspect of the information that you need as a pronunciation coach. So I'm just selecting all the information that I have to teach you to become a pronunciation coach. So but anyway, you're gonna go through some historical linguistics. So phonetics, phonology, and historical linguistics, and intonation study. I love intonation study. So I'll teach you all that, like a different intonation study, and then I have some resources that I used when I was in a university, as I was doing phonetic research there. So I will share some of the resources that I used to use, which I think it's useful for your study, for your research, because as a pronunciation coach, you're gonna discover things about pronunciation little by little, right? So you always want to have some kind of resources where you can go to look for information when you need something. So that's what I'm going to provide. So it's going to be so it's a 9-week course as a pronunciation coach training portion, but you're going to go through the basic pronunciation course for 12 weeks first. So I will tell you about the 12-week portion, because in there you're gonna be a student to improve your own pronunciation. So, and in this course I cover pretty much basics for people to improve their pronunciation. Then the pronunciation coach training portion is for you to teach, right? So the angle that you're looking at is very different in the group course, the 12-week portion and 9-week portion. So you're gonna experience as a coach and see how I give feedback. You can learn from me. And then so this is actually another question that I got from someone else. So would you tell me how your group course works? Can I take it from Japan? Yes, you can take it from Japan. I mainly teach Japanese people in the US working in an English environment. That's because I only know about American English pronunciation. I've lived in Canada, Vancouver, for a little less than 2 years, but Canadian accent is a little different. The vowels are a little different. Intonation is pretty much the same, and words are a little different. So I only focus on American English. And then you can take it from Japan if you need American English. The reason why I don't really take clients from Japan is that if you live in Japan, you don't have to learn American English. It could be UK English, the British English, right? It really depends on who you are working with, what kind of English you need in order to communicate with people in Japan, right? So, but if you work for an American company, or if your boss is an American, if your coworkers are American, then you need American English, right? So in that case, I can take you as a client, and you can learn very practical pronunciation from me. So this course is for 3 months, 12 weeks. And how it works is we're gonna be in a Facebook group, and I only take 3 people at a time. So I'm actually starting another term on August 27th, and I'm looking for 3 people who want to take this course. And right now 3 people are taking this course in the 3rd term course, and they are improving a lot. 2 of them are in Japan, so I'm really happy with the results that they are getting. And then you're gonna be in a Facebook group, secret group, and then you're gonna see material. I'm gonna upload each week's material once a week, and you're gonna get a file and listen video together, and then you're gonna work on it. And then you're gonna go on Facebook Live when you're ready. So due is on Sunday night, in the US time each week. So you do your homework, submit your homework through Facebook Live. So you will just talk in front of a camera and pronounce words that are listed. And then the next day, I give you feedback through Facebook Live. So, I go into details. And then each week, I give you one assignment for the week. So, for example, like this week, you want to focus on the breathing, so I'll show you how to do it. Or this week, I want you to focus on TH sound, and then I'll tell you how to do it. So that's so each week you will know what to focus on when you work on your homework. So that's how it's gonna work, and then it's gonna be 12 weeks. And then what you're gonna learn in this course, I will start with breathing. Breathing is very, very important. Breathing, rhythm, intonation, stress, linking and reduction, and and consonant clusters. Consonant clusters are like, so it's like you only have consonants. Like, for example, is there any good example here? So like, let's say group course, group. So it's G and R together without a vowel between them. So a lot of Japanese people say like group, like adding an extra vowel, but this is just a consonant. So you want to pronounce G by itself and then move on to R, right? So it's called consonant clusters. So this is really hard, but there is a pattern, there is a solid rule, so you're gonna learn that. And then later I go into details of vowels, English vowels. There are so many vowels in American English, and in Japanese there are only 5 vowels, right? And so so you're gonna learn different sounds in American English. That's gonna help your listening skill. And then later on, I'll go into L and R. 1 week of just practicing L and R. And T, pronunciation of T is very, how can I say it? There are so many ways to pronounce T, right? So I have 1 week of just practicing T sound, different kinds of T. And then 2 more weeks of consonants. So I go into details of each English consonant. So you will cover pretty much everything you need in order to improve your pronunciation, to be able to work in an English environment. And I'm really happy with the results that my clients are getting. For example, one person was saying to me, hey, after I took your course, native speakers around me started speaking to me in the same way as they speak to other native speakers. Because what she was experiencing before, when a native speaker started talking to her, and then as soon as she started talking, the person instantly like slowed down when he or she spoke to her, right? So because sometimes like native speakers just judge the person's English ability right away, so sometimes like they slow down in order to communicate with the person if they think that the person's English is not good to for them to speak to them at normal speed. Do you know what I'm saying? I've experienced that before, so I totally understand her situation. So I was really happy to see that now she feels very comfortable living in the US, because now she's able to communicate with native speakers at ease, right? So, and then also another client was telling me that now she's able to communicate on the phone. Phone conversations are very, very difficult. And I've had so many experience of like phone conversations, when my pronunciation was not so good. I was talking on the phone, asking some questions on the phone, and I couldn't communicate with the person. So she hung up. You know what I mean? So that happened to me so many times. So I totally I'm so happy that some of my clients are getting really, really good results in a very short time. So my pronunciation course is designed for people who need real pronunciation, not the textbook pronunciation. I just focus on the real fast pronunciation. So that's something that you get from this course. So if you are interested in it, please let me know. And I'm only looking for 3 people who want to take this course starting on August 27th. And for people who want to become a pronunciation coach, I have a course that I already explained it earlier, so you can go back and watch it again. So I'm only looking for one person because I want to focus on you. I only want to focus on you. So I'm only looking for one person who wants to become a pronunciation coach through this program. A total of 5 months and 1 week. But the pronunciation coach training portion is 9 weeks. So, if you contact me, then, I can let you know more details. I already explained it earlier, but, we can go through more. And there's an entrance exam now, because I just don't want to teach anyone to become a pronunciation coach, right? I want to pick a good person to become really good pronunciation coach, because I only teach one person, right? And I want to focus on you, on your result. So there is an exam, and I'm really picky about your pronunciation. So if your pronunciation is already good or excellent, then please contact me. And so all the information is on my website, hatsonkyosei.com. It's HATSUONKYOSEI.com. All right, so I have a workshop. Yeah, almost forgot to announce. So I got so many questions about intonation. So I decided to do a free workshop where I share 3 tips for you to improve your English pronunciation, American English to be specific. And it's on August 16th at 5 p.m. on the mainland USA, West Coast time, so Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. If you're in Hawaii, it's 2 p.m. on August 16th. And if you're on East Coast, then it's 8 p.m. If you're in Central Standard Time, it'll be 7 p.m. So I'm going to put the link here for you to sign up. So if you want to work on your English intonation, please join this workshop. It's for free. And I only focus on the American English intonation. So just to let you know, because British English is just so different. The intonation is really different. Australian English is different too. So just know that I only teach American English pronunciation. And then if you want to learn from me, I have few options. I already talked about the group course, right? So that's 12-week group course using a Facebook group. And then the other one is private coaching. So if you want to learn face-to-face, if you want to learn from me face-to-face online 12 times, and there is a group coaching, private coaching package, so you can check that out on my website. And I have online courses on Udemy and Teachable. And right now I have like a total of 800, maybe more than 800 students have enrolled in one or more of my courses, and I'm really happy with the number because so many people are interested in learning pronunciation, so it's really good. So this is specifically designed for Japanese people who are in the US working in an English environment. So if you are in the situation going through some difficult times, I highly recommend that you check them out. But that's self-study though, so you won't get any feedback, right? So then you take those online courses, and if you like how I teach, you can contact me so that I can set up some course for you so that you get feedback from me in order to improve your pronunciation effectively. Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much for attending live. Thank you. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can comment here so that I can answer your questions tomorrow. Okay, so thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Bye.